Ladies and jelly beans, I am absolutely just amazed by the How to Train Your Dragon Live Spectacular show. Oh my god, it was amazing. It was really weird. Like, when we got the tickets, I was excited. I'm like, yes, I want to see this. But for some reason, when I got into the car, I wasn't as excited as I thought I'd be. I was just like, meh, let's just go see it. Let's just go see it. But then, once we entered the arena, once we started entering the arena where the show was taking place, something sparked inside me, and I just started being the giddy little fangirl that I am. And even though my mom doesn't find it appropriate, I mean, like, oh my god, sorry. It's one thing that my mom doesn't really entirely understand, but she doesn't want me embarrassing her. Like, I don't think anyone else could give a fuck. I'm sorry, that's what I think, and I tell her that, but she'd probably just get mad at me, and I don't want my mom mad. So, anyway, I was giddy, and I was excited, especially while waiting for the show to start. Sorry, I'm sitting on my bed, I'm not comfortable. Waiting for the show to start. Oh my god, I was so giddy, I was so excited. I'm like, I want to see the dragons. I want to see what they look like. I mean, I saw what they looked like before, like some promos and stuff on YouTube and stuff. And here's my initial opinion of them. Particularly Toothless in general. I mean, like, before I talk about Toothless, I'm just going to give you the download on my personal opinion of what... Ow! Sorry, I got a cramp in my hand. Sorry, I was picking something up. I'll tell you about it in a minute. My opinion of... let's just go with the Monsters Nightmare at the beginning. Let's go with the Monsters Nightmare first. First off, it's my second favorite dragon in the entire movie, book series, and TV show, Writer's Book. Because it's fucking badass and beautiful. It's just mostly badass. I love dragons. Dragons have got to be my number one favorite fantasy creature. They're just amazing. Even though they're not real, they're just amazing. They just run rampant in the imagination of people and particularly children. I mean, but adults love dragons too. I mean, whatever. So the Monsters Nightmare. It looked like, when I initially saw images of it, it looked, I was surprised, like, its wings were not its arms. But I believe I think I can understand that, because I believe, I don't think the production team, the people who are designing all these dragons, I don't think they were able to design arms that were also wings for this dragon. I don't think they could have done that, because it takes a lot of work to operate these things. As far as I can tell, these things are all mechanized, and they're driven as well, and oh my god, wow. Monster Nightmare it surprised me, but overall it looked good. They kept the colors, and I like that they stuck with the colors, and that's what I liked. And Deadly Natter looked great. I mean, the majority of it looked exactly like the movie. I mean, it looks pretty damn realistic in the movie, in the show, excuse me, the TV show, I mean. And when I initially saw the Natter, it looked spot on beautiful. It looked amazing. It looked like a realistic thing. It looked really cool. And then there's the Gronkle. I was surprised it was kind of pinkish, like a purplish kind of color. But it did look great. It looked great. By the way, I'm still on the topic of what my opinion of what they looked like before I saw the show. And I thought that looked great as too. They stuck with the majority of their appearances and what they looked like. They stuck with their anatomy and their physiology and all that stuff, and I liked that. I'm glad they did that. And I didn't see any preview. I think I did see a preview of Hideous Zippleback, but I don't think those were going to be. I didn't think those were going to be in the show because I don't think they were going to be able to operate two heads and one body at the same time. I don't understand how they do that. I mean, I'm pretty sure they could have pulled it off, but maybe they just didn't. Either they didn't have the time or they were unable to make it work. I don't know. So I didn't really see that. And then there is the one and only Night Fury, Toothless. When I initially saw images of this motherfucker, a badass motherfucker by the way, Toothless, for the live show, I was mainly like, what? I mean, I was giddy and I was excited, but I was also like, what the fuck? Because I expected it to, I mean, most of its physiology is dedicated to what the Night Fury looks like in the movie and the TV show. But I didn't expect it to have a partially white belly. His eyes seemed a little too small. I mean, sure, I don't think they would have. I mean, they try to make it look. They try to stick with both the movie and the TV show, but also with how it would look if it were real. If it were real, like, how would it look? And I guess they thought that was the best option. Like, his eyes seemed pretty small to me, but other than that, I didn't hate it. I thought I was excited. Overall, in regards to the appearances of these dragons and what they looked like and how they looked, I was excited. I was overall excited. And tonight I saw the show and I was giddy. I was excited. I was like, oh my god. My sister told me to calm down. I'm like, I don't give a fuck. And I was excited. Oh my god, it was amazing. The dragons were amazing. How they were operated were amazing. The way they moved was amazing as well. And they looked fucking, god, they were fucking huge. Oh, good lord. And Toothless was adorable, just absolutely adorable. I mean, sure, I stick more with the animated Toothless, of course, but the realistic one looked great as well, and I loved it. And all the sounds of the dragons, spoilers, did not really, like, sound like they did in how they do in the movies, I keep saying movies, the movie and the TV show. I mean, Toothless, mainly Toothless, had sounds that were both very, very realistic. It's not that they don't in the movie and TV show, but very realistic. And one of the roars in particular was definitely Night Fury sounding. It was very loud. It was high pitched. It was badass. It basically said, "I'm gonna fuck you up now, bitch," and also I'm a fucking badass, so deal with it. That's my basically interpretation of a Night Fury. Like a Night Fury, I believe a Night Fury knows it's badass. It's badass and it knows it, and they just know they're superior. They know they're strong. They know they're tough, and they stick with that toughness. They harbor all that toughness and all that badassness. But there's also a side of them that is cute. They're also cute, and oddly goddamn attractive. Yeah, I'm a Dracophile, and I kind of hate to admit it, but who else can I tell? Who else other than you people? And, yeah. So, I'm not saying that, the live Toothless was attractive. I mean, still, I love Toothless. I think he's both adorable, badass, and attractive as hell. But I think my mother is coming upstairs. Yeah, I'm gonna have to continue this in the next part because I'm being pretty goddamn loud. I will be back momentarily, ladies and jelly beans.